Here we will solve problems on angle relationships. They have told us about supplementary and complementary angles. Find the measure of two complementary angles. Complementary means it is equal to 90 degrees, whereas supplementary is 180 degrees. How I remember is supplements is something extra or more, which is more 180, and the other one is complement, that is 90 degrees. That's a right angle, complementary. If the measure of the larger angle is phi more than phi more than 4 times the measure of smaller angle. So this is it. Let's write step 1. Find the angles. No, let's write name the angles. Name the angles. Or you can write something, denote the angles or something like that. Smaller angle equals x. What about the larger angle? Larger angle here will be equal to, is phi more than, so phi plus 4 times the measure of smaller angle, which is x. So this is it. Now step 2, use complementary angle. You can write use complementary angles and find x. So here when we add these up, complementary means x plus phi plus 4x plus 4x. This must be equal to what? It must be equal to 90 degrees. Complementary is 90 degrees. So we'll solve this up. You need to do the steps here. 4 plus 1 is phi x. This phi to the other side will be 90 minus phi. So x will be equal to 85 divided by phi. That is the 7. 10 plus 7 will be 17 degrees. So 1 is 17 degrees. So what is the other angle? Now step 3, measure of the angles. Measure of angles. So I'll just write it over here. Smaller angle is equal to 17 degrees. Larger angle, whereas you can directly write it, or you can do over here, instead of putting 17 times, I'll just do 90 minus 17 because we know it's complementary. So 90 minus 17, that's going to be 83 degrees. So this is how you need to write in steps. If you write these 3 steps, you will get full marks in writing. So x was 17. That is over here, the measures are written. So I'll just keep this open. You can write in steps. Step 1, name the angle, smaller angle x and the larger angle depending on what condition they have given. Next, step 2, use complementary angles to find x, because when you add these up, it will be 90 degree because they have mentioned it's complementary angles, and then find what is x value. Then find the measure of angles. The smaller angle x is 17 degree, larger angle will be 90 minus 17 because they're complementary, it's 83 degrees. So that will be the correct answer. How about the next problem here? Tangrams. A tangram is a puzzle consisting of 8 flat shapes called tans, which are put together to form images. Find the value of x and y such that AD, where is AD? This line, and EC are perpendicular to each other. If they are perpendicular, all the angles are 90 degrees, right? So that's about perpendicular lines. Now we need to find x and y. Step 1. Step 1, we can just write, no need of writing anything, perpendicular heading of the statement. Since the lines are perpendicular, this means it's perpendicular, the symbol. Since the lines are perpendicular, the angles formed by the lines are 90 degrees. Because it's writing, even if you don't write it, it's fine, but it's better you write it in detail. Since the lines are perpendicular, All the angles that are cut are 90 degrees. That's what it says. Step 2, find variable. Which one? You can choose y because it's alone, right? Find y. So here it's 3y plus 15 is equal to 90 degrees. Let's solve it up. 3y is equal to 15 to the other side. Be 90 minus 15. That's going to be 75. Sorry. It's 75 here, and y will be equal to 25. So that's the first one. Step 3 here would be find x. So here we have two equations. Sum them up. 3x plus 10 plus 8x plus 5 is equal to 90 degrees. And here we will get from 15x is equal to, this is again 15, 90 minus 15 would be 75, and x would be equal to, divide both the sides by 15, it's going to be 5. So we got the answers. I remember one of the students before had asked me, why don't we take this as 45 degrees because half of 90? See, what happens is when they have not mentioned something, don't go to do that. Now, in this case, yes, it's absolutely correct. If you put x over here, 8, 5 times is 40, 45. Yes, it works. But don't go to do it because it may not be exactly 45. It looks 45, yes, it might be a little sliding down. It may not be exactly 45. So just don't do one of these values made equal to 45 because it's not mentioned. Look, but they are mentioned, they're perpendicular lines, isn't it? So that is why it's better and safer to make it equal to 90 and solve it out. And we have to just find x and y values. This is it, 3 steps. First step, since the lines are perpendicular, the angles formed by the lines are 90 degrees. Find y. Y is 25 degrees, x is 5 degrees. So that's it. It's in degrees, just make sure you write the units. But we are finding the values of x. It's not in degrees. Sorry, the total final output will be the degrees. You just write 25, it's enough. First one was 25, next one was 5. As you can see here. And that is the end of all the writing part questions. I hope you have found these videos helpful and beneficial. I wish you all the best for your exams. Please do prepare well in advance for your exams. Don't leave it at the last minute. And if you have any doubts, please try rewatching the video or ask your questions in the comments and I'll try to get back to you very soon. And thank you very much for your support for my channel. I'm really humbled by all the appreciation and thanks I receive on the channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you could do me a huge favor, then please do share this channel with anyone who do not know about this and who could benefit from it. And if you can, please do hit the subscribe button and like my videos. It would mean a lot. Thank you very much and bye-bye for now.